Yes, sir. Owango chat lover, you're doing such a great job, and of course, that is what we call beautiful and nice music with some little bit of swag. So some of you could be asking now, who is this guy? How comes we don't know him in the Ugandan market? Now, for starters, for the guys who are seeing you right now, you know our course, and they want to know who P.I.C is, where is he coming from, what is he doing in Uganda, for how long has he been here? Take them through.
I'm P.I.C, firstly. I'm from Swaziland, South Africa. It's neighboring country. They look at it like it's the same thing, really, Swaziland and South Africa. So I'm out here really to work. I want to unite sounds. I want to get different vibes from everywhere. And different places have different vibes. You have your own vibe here in Uganda. True, you guys have your own vibe, and you know you can't get it anywhere else.
But if you can compare now South African music and then Ugandan music, if you're to compare and contrast, how do you see both of them? Ugandans are so much, then South Africans are like how? Because me, I know the likes of the Brenda Fassis, those people have been there. But if you can compare Ugandan and yours, how is it?
We have lots of music. These days, hip-hop might be doing pretty well. But there's a sound called Gom that they have down there. It's related to house music, you know. So we've had legends like Black Coffee and Mosquito, and who do a lot for house in South Africa. And then now it's Gom, and it's pretty loud. It's kind of similar to you guys' vibe.
So why, of all the countries across Africa and the globe, you decided to come to Uganda?
It was really a limited amount of countries because where I'm signed, Black Market Records, it has a couple of artists in different places. So we have Daddyandrea here in Uganda, for example. So I had to come through here and work, you know. There's an artist in Kenya, there's an artist in Cuba, a few in the States. So the main thing is...
So how do you get to meet Andrea and then you come up with something?
Well, I met Andre before we were signed to the same label, actually. I met him through my uncle, Mr. Balam. He brought me here. He thought, you know, I could do something here. And he linked me up with Andre. And he said, you know, you take my boy. I've already told him if he doesn't give me a hit, I'm sending him back home. So I had no choice, really.
So who did the writing? From the writing to the audio, video?
I write my own lyrics. I write all my own lyrics. But Andre does beats. You know, he's as a producer. He also writes his own stuff, by the way. So that's pretty cool.
When it came to the video, who
there
paid
was
the finance there?
The finance?
Of the video.
That came from Mr. Balam because he paid for the feature and everything. He wanted me and Andre to work on something worth his money, you know, a real hit. He didn't want to play no games. He didn't want to take a chance with it. He wanted it to be done just right. And I think we did it just right.
So what are some of the female artists you've been listening to and you think they are good here in Uganda? Female.
I've heard of most of the ones that Andre has worked with, like Spice Diana, for example. Is it Lady Jasmine?
Lady Jasmine, So this label that took you up, how did they get you?
They found me after the More and More feature, actually, because when Andre dropped that video, everyone started reacting to it. And even in the comments, it's like, who is that little kid in yellow? Who is that new kid? Who is P.I.C? So from there, even the label asked the same question. Who is P.I.C, Andre?
So now for them, they are based where? The label is where?
It's based in USA.
Now imagine you're here in Uganda.
California.
You come up with a track. Now a label in USA, California, now they've spotted you. So now how do they get in touch and, you know, signing you up?
They told Andre to make the necessary means for us to connect because they just saw us in the music video together. He can't deny, you know, that he has contact with me in one way or another. So they got my number and everything. Andre just texted me like, yo, we want to sign you. And I said, what? And he said, yeah. So then we started talking.
So what does the label do for you?
For starters, I'm here.
Yeah, that's the label. That's they
yeah.
do media bookings. That is one.
They also work out collaborations.
Collaborations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they pay all the costs as long as it's music.
Yes.
Then when it comes to housing,
Yes.
housing they pay for that.
Well, they're taking care of me in that regard too, actually.
When it comes to food, still.
Yeah.
So education.
Education? What about education?
Do you still study or?
Yeah, I'm still in university.
Which university?
University of South Africa.
South Africa. What
Victoria.
course are you taking on?
I'm doing law.
Law. And now you're doing music.
Yeah.
And you're in Uganda.
Yeah.
And you're still studying. Are you in a vacation holiday or something? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a part-time student, so I don't have to attend classes.
But why would you attend classes if you know that this is your career, music?
What I want doesn't exist in one pond.
Yeah.
I like to dip my toes in different ponds because what I like doesn't exist, so I have to create what I like.
I got to talk to Ocean. Ocean is one of the best promoters we have here in Uganda.
Right.
He's very legit, a very good guy. But now this is what we're going to be doing. Now this is going to be a little bit tricky because I want to talk to this gentleman because, they run the label. And there's something that I want us to learn when it comes to labels. You know, here in Uganda, someone can beat the label, but artists also contribute something. Okay. So I want to understand how a label really works. Gentlemen, you can come through. You can come and sit here. May I just be here? We learn these things. This guy also started. This is called DJ Nast Africano. He's also a DJ, but he's also an upcoming music artist. So you can pass him the microphone. You can pass him the microphone. Yeah. For start, a simple introduction for the people.
My name is Cedric Singleton, CEO of Black Market Records, based in Sacramento, California.
So for the way you get your artists, how do you do it? For starters, let's start from there and you tell us the artists that you're working with who are signed under your label.
Well, the first artist that I signed in East Africa was Daddyandrea. I think that was a pretty good start with an artist. And the first song we released with Daddyandrea was You and Me with him and Lydia Jasmine. Yeah. And then from there, Daddyandrea has introduced me to so many different artists. We also have Rabadaba, so we're working on the resurrection of Rabadaba.
True.
HID 16th, Ooga Boy, Junior Gentle, Kaven. Those are some of the artists that we have here in Uganda. And we also have artists in Kenya also.
Yeah. So now let's look at this. When you sign up these artists, are you looking at it in a way like it's you're making money out of them, or you're just helping them? Because I want to see the business part of it.
This is a business. So our overall goal is to try to make money for everybody involved. It's not just a label. But I think one of the reasons why the industry in East Africa suffers is because of a lack of business.
Yes.
A lack of business ability in the music business. So I've been doing this for a long time, many years. And so in working here in Uganda, one of the things we want to do is to try to make this industry profitable.
Yeah. So now let's start let's say it is a P.I.C, yeah? You do for them videos, you do the finance, right?
Right.
So how do you get now the money? Because here in Uganda, the best way to get money is when someone does a concert.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, you find Chameleon or Bebe Cool, they're not having that constant money that comes like the way in California do it, and then they're having endorsements and all that. So for you, how are you planning it when it comes to the artists here in Uganda?
First thing that has to happen with an artist, you must raise his profile. But they are, in Uganda, most of your artists are limited to the Ugandan marketplace. But we upload music to 300 different digital platforms around the planet because the music here in Uganda is a vibrant form of music that should be exposed to the planet. And so our goal, our perspective is a global perspective. It's not a local perspective where we're not trying to necessarily promote the artist only in Uganda. We're trying to promote this artist throughout Europe, throughout China, throughout the United States, throughout places where people love the music that originates here in Africa.
Of all the countries, 360, you chose, why did you have that interest in Uganda? Why specifically Uganda?
Actually, the first person that I met here, I met him actually on Instagram, was Selected Jeff.
Yes.
So he introduced me to Daddyandrea, and then when I heard Daddyandrea's music, I fell in love immediately with what he was doing. I thought that the entire world needs to hear this magic that this talented young man is doing.
Yeah. Okay, let's come back to P.I.C. So what does, back to him, what does P.I.C stand for? Police Intelligence Commissioner.
It's much more simple than that, actually. Personal information, and it's confidential.
Confidential.
Yeah.
Now, personal. Why personal?
Why personal? Because the way that I write
Yeah.
and make music is personal.
So the
information
that you bring out.
I give you all sorts of information.
And then why is the information confidential?
It has to be confidential because not everyone can have these secrets. Can I let it fall into the wrong hands? No, I'm kidding. I'm very secretive. I like being on my own, and
Yeah.
so it's confidential. I'll give you the personal information, but it's still confidential at the end of the day.
Wow. As we are winding up, what is it that you want to tell Ugandans? P.I.C.
You should be looking out for what's coming next. Really, I'm dropping lots of music. Today we have It's Okay.
Yeah.
So check me out on Vivo, my Vivo channel. That's P.I.C.
Yeah.
That's one word. You check me out on Instagram. That's P.I._SD.
Yeah.
You check me out
Are
on.
there full stops or it's just
That's
P.I.C.?
just straight up P.I._SD. No space, no nothing.
Yeah.
Just the underscore. P.I.C is one word, no spaces, no nothing. Twitter, same thing. It's P.I.C.SD. And Facebook is P.I.C.SD.
Yeah.
We have lots of music coming that I
As we are winding up the other
Yeah.
side, as we are winding up, what is it that you'd like to tell Ugandans? Most of those ones who are saying that they have labels. Here, labels, it is very tricky. They are like, I think, groups. Instead of a label, it's a group.
Okay.
There is Leon Island.
Okay.
There is Firebase.
Okay.
There is Gargamel.
Okay.
Groups.
Yeah.
So you talk to those people, how they can advance their music coming up with labels, just in few words.
Well, one of the things you gotta do is just exposure. I mean, I think you should look beyond just Uganda, but one of the things you must control is your home market first.
Yeah.
Before you're able to expand to other markets. So I think it's important that you start here. But you can find us at Black Market Africa with a K.
Yeah.
On everything.
Black
Facebook,
market.
Instagram.
Why black market?
Black market, at the time I started this label, hip hop was kind of like a forbidden thing.
Yeah.
And so if you really wanted to get the hardcore hip hop music that we did, it's Black Market.
Wow, you should check out Navio. Anyway, let's just go listen to this song. Of course, this is the brand new one. Yeah, from P.I.C. In case you've not watched it, I think you should watch it. My camera guy, of course, that is Rick. So you were saying he was like who? You were saying? Nasty C, yeah? The swag, like your swag. You don't have swag. Let's listen to this one here, then after we get back.